He's going another move. Look at him go, mate, yeah.
Well, my lady loves the little ones.
Oh, you just put one in hole.
Yeah, put one in hole, just backs it up, seals it up for her.
Yeah. Bang.
Seals it right up. How about that?
Look at that.
That's how we'll do our seals.
This is Pete's Pimp cry vacuum machine.
Put a couple of fillets in there.
Yeah.
And it does it all for you. It's grouse.
Yeah. I'm going to get one. You fish with millions of people and you always see something
new, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. G'day guys. Well, we're about to go out fishing with Terry and Pete. We're just waiting for Terry to rock up and we're going to watch how Terry and Pete fish. So it'll be interesting to see their techniques and how they do it. It's middle of snapper season. It should be a good day. We've got a low barometer. Before we get into the fishing, we'll show Pete's boat.
It's a 1984. It's on Club Ridge, this thing, too. It's 1984, and I bought it, I think about 22 years ago when I first met Terry, and I loved the hole. I loved the way that he's rode when he took me out in it, and I just kept doing things to it and got it to the way it is, and the only thing original on it is the hull.
But you've tried to keep the original...
Yeah, the original look, just kept it the way it is and just added bits and pieces to it over the years and got it to the way it is. Safe fishing boat, yeah, and that's when I was taking my young boys out back then, I wanted a safe hull, so if it did get up, the wind got up, I know I was coming back in safe, and they're safe as a church, they really are.
Is Terry backing in now?
Yeah, he's backing in.
Yeah. There you are. Young bull there. Oh, there's Ardrossum. That's Ardrossum, is it?
Yeah, that's, off the...
So this one's a 12 kilo. Beautiful snapper. That's your first ever fish. It's a really clean boat. Can you just tell everyone how you keep it so clean? Is there any tricks to it?
Not really, Brett. Like I wash it obviously after every trip, and then I'll put it away. I always soap it down, right down, and then I'll put it away. And the next day, what I do is I go over it either with Mr. Sheen, right over it, or
Mr. Sheen.
Yeah,
right.
Mr. Sheen. It really polishes it up, and it stops stuff from sticking on the hull, Mr. Sheen. So it's got a silicone base in it.
Yeah.
And I spray it up and then I'll just wipe it off. It's pretty, but the next day, I'll do it the next day after it's all dried off. Yeah. And then with all the stainless, I go over it because it gets that salty crustation on it, that salt, and I just go over that with a Microsoft cloth and Windex. Windex brings it right up.
Really?
Yeah, Windex cleans it right up.
And you've had this boat for how long? 20 years?
22 years, I think.
And you've been doing it for that long, the machine?
Yeah.
So it doesn't wreck your boat in any way?
No. Even quick detailer, it's called. It's a spray. You just spray it on and wipe it off.
Yeah. Terry's got about 300 kilos of silvers ready to go. It's a lovely car, Pete. Where'd you get this one?
I work at, it's a company car. I work at Western Port MG in Hyundai.
Really?
I'm the service manager there. I've been there January, believe it or not. I've been there 30 years.
I suppose it's a good time to give your business a plug. So if you want to go get our service,
Yeah, service, buy a car, we can help you. Mention Reedy, and we'll get you a deal.
Smack in the face.
Who, Reedy?
Sell him a lemon, he will get a smack in the face.
We've got all the challenging stuff, so this is going to be really interesting.
Yeah. The benefit is that it's nice and calm, dead flat water, which is makes it so good to sound fish when it's dead flat. You can mark them a lot, but in the rough you lift up and it's a bit difficult, but while it's dead flat calm, it's ideal to mark them perfectly. So
it's raining. But you look on the radar, it's not really rain, is it? It's like mist.
Yeah, but it doesn't show drizzle for some reason.
looking forward to coming out. The main reason is to pass on what I've learnt and knowledge to help those guys that have just bought boats or haven't been fishing long, just to put a snapper in their fish box, and especially the kids, to put a smile on their face. I'm happy just to pass on anything that I know. We've all got our ways and techniques of fishing. This is what I've learnt, and we'll go now back to the baiting up. We use these snooted hooks like this. Now, some guys put a hook up way up here, and I don't know why, because you end up with a bow in your line, a lot of slacking on the whip. It can break, so I try and get it about the length of a pilchard. To give you an idea, there's a nice pilchard there, and what I do is I go through the toughest part of the bait, on his back, through there behind the head. And the idea I do this, I've got a reason for why I bait like this. Now, it's the strongest part. If you go in the sides, you're still going to catch fish, no doubt, but they can buckle and twist, but that's like a missile. That will go out as you cast it. It can't twist or buckle. Now, another reason why I bait, like you see them up on the top of the fish, and the reason why I do this, I just noticed one day I was fishing for the yellowfin, the big ones, they were taking the cubes, but the one we had the hook in, they wouldn't touch it. I'm thinking, that's strange, they must have damn good eyes. So what we done was we buried a hook right into the cube, because you couldn't see it. And the difference that made, so that's why I bait like this and try and disguise them as fins. That's as you can see, it's like a fin on his back. I don't know how good snapper their eyes are on a snapper, but the yellowfin had fantastic eyesight. And when we buried the hook, we'd get a hit that they would take it. But the ones that exposed the hook, they would not touch it. It was so that stuck in my mind. Just do a double twist on the tail there, like. Go around there, hook on there, then another one. Make sure you do two, because the first one can slip off.
How good's that?
You think you get a fish on those, mate?
I just use a Seal Star rod, 48 kilo and 4500 Shimano 8 runners, yeah. These ones, I actually got new ones this year. Yeah, well, a mate of mine had them, and he goes, do you want them for $100 each? He doesn't use them, so I said, yeah, I'll take them. There we go, here's a nice fish. Just picked up a run just then and hooked him, and yeah, that's the first fish of the day. We haven't been here long. Well, we've been here 5 minutes or something. Marked him real well. Hey, he's all right. Yeah. Start off with. Yeah. Look for bigger models. Well hooked, look at that, 187s, look at that.
The thing is, when you cut burley, as we see here, cut the small, tiny cubes. The idea is to give them a smell and just a taste. We don't want to cut big pieces like, say, this big. They can become lazy, and they'll rather eat that than a big chunky bait. They can just sit there and mouth that perfectly. So the thing is to tease them a little bit, just little cues like that. So a few handfuls in at a time like this, but they're ideal. You keep putting a bit of burley in, but then if they stop biting, sometimes you can put too much burley and they'll raise up off the bottom and eat the burley. If you look at the sound, you'll see them rise up, and now your baits are down, so we often stop if we don't get any more runs for a while. And when the belly sinks, it makes sense that you know that the baits are on the bottom, and they'll head down and eat the belly, then they'll come across your bait, and you've got a chance of the rods taking off. Lines aren't sitting that great, but when they're back under the boat, you're going to just lock up and make sure that the rod's bent into the water. At least you know that the line's all tight. But no, he's not too bad. He ran nicely, and then yeah, with the lines, when they're directly at the back of the boat, you can get a perfect hook up because it's dead straight to the fish. But when they're hanging back like that, unless you get it tight, otherwise you'll blow them. Actually, it might be foul hooked in the size. Not a big fish. Look, he felt bigger. Look at that. He's winged. 3/4 of an hour. We've only got a couple. We're right on the prime time of the tide now, so we should be getting more runs. So we're going to make a little move now. Fish here, you'd think, wouldn't you?
You reckon?
Be good to get one straight away. You never know. Pull it up, mate. Give these a bash.
In his pocket. He just steals everything. This bloke.
Yeah.
Takes the lot. Got him, Good.
It's a fish, mate. Yeah. He's not too bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look. He's got a bit of a head. No, he's a nice fish. So we just sit and wait. We get one or two. No, look at that, just nurse him up nice. Look, he's a good fish, look.
Yeah.
Only haven't been about 2/3. They don't pull their heads off and they gradually tire. It's just a sport, mate, of playing them. There he is, bud. Got the net there, bud.
Yeah.
Look at the colour there. It is fantastic colour, yeah.
Look, I used to come out with him and I used to blow fish. And he'd go, oh, don't worry, the next one will blow 3 in a row. Until I said, mate, can you show me? And he goes, all right, I will now that you asked.
Can you tell guys how you strike with it and, just elaborate a few things?
If you on the program, as always, you would have seen me feeding a fish. And the reason I do that is early season, especially when they first come in, they're very touchy. I always watch all my rods early season because they're very timid when they first come into the bay, and you might just see a rod just slightly buckle and bend. And if they do that, I'm onto it straight away. And then what I do is I'll pick up the rod, point the rod, but then I'll back the ratchet off. And I'll just feed them like this as you see it rolling off like that, because they'll just creep away. And I like to take any restriction off the reel. If they feel any pressure, they're more likely to drop it, especially if they have it in their mouth, they're very touchy. So I'll just back off, and you can see then I'll let him just roll out like that. And once he picks up speed, that's when I strike. But especially once they're really on the bite later on the season, it's not so bad. I'll leave the ratchet on because they're screaming. But early season, like the other day, we had a few very touchy fish out there the other day.
Yeah, the other day they didn't get to experience that scream off because the low barometer, and they were a bit hard.
I never had no screamers. We wished they really had a really scream.
Yeah.
And there's nothing better than a screaming reel. But even that one of the fish that I got there, he just tapped it like a pinky. You often get this tap, but always pick up your rod just in case, because they can be big fish sometimes, just knocking their head a little bit when they pick the bait up.
A good day and they're just screaming off. How would you set it and strike it?
Well, the thing is, if it's a scream run, then you pick up the rod as quickly as you can, but you be gentle. Angle the rod to where the line hits the water, because you're directing line, and then lock the reel, let him pull the tip down. And the reason for that is you want the line dead straight tight to the fish, because when you're fishing in 20 metres of water all deep, well, people don't realise there's a big bow in your line. It could be bow, especially with the tide running, and you're going to go right down, try and get that bow out of the line. You want him to take off, and the line to be dead straight. And when you pull back, you want to sink the barb into his mouth. And I lost a lot of fish when I used to pull against them. The thing is, snapper are fighting for their life. They pull as hard as they can to get away from you. And if you pull as well, and all that pressure, you can tear if he's in the mouth on the side here, you can make that hole bigger with the pressure. And then the hook, if he comes towards you, the hook can just fall out. The quicker we get it, if you just pull it in and just sit back, you're going to be bored there, hoping to get one more. Yeah. But that fight there just stays in your memory, and that's what we want. We want action, we want a bent rod. Yeah. If you're in a fight, right, there's going to be a winner. If he gets away, he's won the fight. Floats up and he's netted, you've won the fight. So that's the best way to explain it.
They're going to go here. Just sit here, mate. Not sitting the best, but he's going up towards the anchor, but no. He's a good fish, just easing back. Got some power in him. It's a nice one there, but isn't it? Yeah. Hey? It's good to be out with you, mate. It's a privilege to be asked, buddy. Just ease him up like that. So while he's knocking, you can't bully him. Come out and have a fish. Just find another move. Look at him go, mate. Yeah. He's a good fish.
Yeah.
Happy little bites initially.
Yeah, he just did a little tap and then...
Tap.
Yeah, that's right. Then
he screamed off.
No, they'll pick up these fish, no doubt. We're doing okay. He's a good fish.
He's a real good one, I reckon.
It's Terry.
It's all right.
On the anchor rope.
We've got a 70-year-old climbing up the front there. Look at him. He's an acrobat. 68, sorry. There he goes. He's up the front.
You got that? You got it?
Yeah.
Righto.
Hope he hasn't twisted.
Got him?
He might have twisted, I think.
Hey?
Hang on. You want to grab the rod?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yep. Yeah, something like that.
Got him. Oh, got 3 nice ones there. Everyone always asks me to get the hooks out, Brett.
Yeah.
So cutting off and getting their tackle boxes, and I go up in the gill, feel where the hook is, even if they're right down their guts, I go in there, feel the hook, then I just get hold of it, pop it, and then I just
Turn it around.
it's just that this one's just caught a little bit. There you go, look. And we're back in the water again without, every one I get off, all the boys ask me, without cutting leaders and tying. He's a beauty, Pete. Look at that one.
He's a nice fish, isn't he?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
get
mate.
this one out.
It's a beauty. You think it's a little one, but once you start to peel tight, I knew it was a good fish. We just, they'll pick up these fish. There he goes. Yeah, no. He's got a little bit of beef in him. He just sat on that. Yeah.
Good fish.
Yeah, you can feel by the head shakes, look.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that when they just knock like that. Brett, you know, when they just see that and they stay down, he's a good fish.
That's good.
Booze them up. It's only 2/3 rod bent, that's all you don't buckle them right up, and then longer you take, more you catch, Brett.
Yeah, beauty.
At least, you know, you can just tell.
That's grams that we're talking about.
See that? Well, he's hanging down. Look, look, I'm going to pull against that. Look at him. He's a decent fish. When they do, he's a good one. Yeah, so when these keep banging, he's got to be 4 or 5 easy. They certainly fight well. They're such a, they're awesome to catch. All he is old fish, mate. I never get sick of catching these. Look at that. Look at that. Look, he's a good fish. He's a real good fish.
Yeah.
If you don't go 5, I'll go Hwy, Brett.
Oh,
There's another one, another run. He's a good one, this one, Brett. Real nice fish. Oh, there he comes.
Oh, there he is. Look at him.
Look at that.
Bit of a bulldog.
He's going to be at least in the up there, isn't he? Look at him.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's got the other lines too, the bugger. But look at that, beautiful fish when they just bang their heads, mate. Look, see they just float up.
Yeah.
There's no rush. He's buggered. See, they're exhausted.
Yeah.
Got the net there, bud.
I've got it here, mate.
See how he's knackered, and it's just the funny. Look, once they're buggered,
He's a
that's
good
the time to net them. Look at the colours, the dots.
He's a great fish.
Yeah, mate.
Well done. This is an actual real barometer.
Yep.
And Terry's brought it in, and just give us a rundown.
Well, it goes way back. This was my father's way back in the old days, and that's all they went by when they went fishing. We never had weather forecast, and they look at always. I even use it every day before I go today. I still swear by this. And if you just tap it, the needle might move a little bit. So that it just dropped a couple of points. And once the glass got up to about 1,020 here, up the top there, from there, that's when they would go fishing, and up to here was just perfect. From there to the 140 in there was just ideal. It just seems to turn them off.
Yeah.
We proved that. Remember, that was the first thing we said when they wouldn't bite.
Yeah.
It's a low barometer, and they were touchy. We made 4 or 5 moves to get what we got.
Yeah.
We struck it pretty lucky on the day. I think we did.
I think we did real well.
Exactly, mate. Yeah, no worries. So,
And
especially.
the reason I asked Terry to come on the show is because he's a renowned snapper fisherman. All the old school people know you, and you've been doing it for a long time, and everyone rates you as one of the best. And you can catch them. They do go a little bit quiet over the summer, but you can definitely still catch them all summer.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, but you go on the whiting.
I do. I fish up till Christmas, and then for a break, then I go to Western Port for the King George. I mean, you can catch King George all year round, but I love me Jan Feb.
Yeah.
Snappers be favourite. I fish like the season. Then I go over to Western Port and chase the whiting, which I've loved a bit. So I'm looking forward to that. So I've only got another 3 weeks to go, Brett. Now, hopefully.
So after that, around March, you come back on the.
Yeah, then I'll hit them Jan Feb, and then the fish start to leave the bay. A lot of fish, they start to head out, and that's my favourite time. March, April, and May, mate. There's hardly a boat out there.
It's beautiful.
Look, the majority leave, but there's a big percent that do stay in the bay.
Yeah. All right, Terry. Well, I want to thank you and Pete for coming on the channel and making the video. For me, my snapper season is early season. Nothing beats chasing a migrating red. See the big bulls, they lead the way. That 20-pounder, he snuck past hundreds of thousands of anglers. He's navigated in and out of our bays for 25 years, undetected. Now that's pretty bloody cool. See the big bulls, big bulls, big bulls, big bulls. snapper season.